Hello, Jesse Good here. Today we're taking a look at the LEGO Toy Story Buzz's Star Command ship with 257 pieces, 2 minifigures, and it retailed for $30 when it was released back in 2010. Here is Buzz Lightyear. This is the common version that was used throughout the 2010 LEGO Toy Story sets with the molded head that won't be used in the 2019 sets, but whatever. I'm over that. The torso has those wing attachments with this little pole connection that you actually stick them through that center part. And I always like how this whole build was made, because you could take off the wings and make it seem like they're retracted. You could take off the helmet to make it seem like they're retracted. Just so much versatility to this figure. Heck, you could take out that body armor piece to get a look at the torso underneath, which I remember back then it surprised me so much that there was torso printing underneath the armor piece. I was like, oh my gosh, I actually really like that. There's even some printing at the back, which just goes above and beyond. I love this figure in general. It's one of my favorites. Actually, speaking of great minifigures, Evil Emperor Zurg is exclusive to the set with this awesome body armor piece that I love. The use of Woody's long arms in purple, which is nice. And he has this long brick slope as well as a big cape to kind of fit his tall exterior to make him legitimately taller than the Buzz figure. I always like the sense of scale these 2010 Toy Story figures have. And that specialized head has some great printing on it on the front, even down to coloring the horns that nice silver color. Admittedly, he looks a bit nude without his capes and that great body armor piece, but the figure itself, you can see a little bit more torso printing. There's no back torso printing, and he does have a flick and fire missile as his accessory, which if you flick right here, it's a bit hard since it's a minifigure holding it, so you might end up flicking the whole gun or blaster, but if you get a good flick on it, or you push it like that, it could get a little bit of airtime, which that was pretty pathetic. I'm sorry, guys. Well, with the minifigures out of the way, how is the build of this set? Well, one way you could display it is having it stand up like this, almost like the original Buzz Lightyear box, which I like that they have that feature, but really you should play around with it facing down like this. Well, on one side you have the Star Command sticker, which those are actually two different stickers. I did a pretty good job aligning that. Good job, younger me. And also we have these stickers on 2x4 tiles, which this was the first year of 2x4 tiles. We also have these nice kind of, I guess, blaster designs, which I like the coloring they use there. Now, the back opens, but we'll get a better look at that later. For now, let's take a look at this cockpit, which the cockpit can be opened just by lifting it up like that, and it is on a hinged design so that you can easily access the inside. Now, Buzz fits in with his wings just touching the edges of the cockpit, and there's not too much going on there. There's a nice purple seat. Also, this printed sloped brick, but yeah, just enough space to fit Buzz and not much else. The other side has those same stickers once again. Very similar builds. Really, the differences come with the back area. Now, this can be opened just by pulling on this back engine, or you can even pull on these little handles right here. And once you open that, you could access the inside easily. You can see how those panels just clip onto those handles on how that function of opening works. And this little rover can be deployed, and it even has a little ramp right here, which is quite adorable. And a little exploration rover, or buggy, whatever you want to look at it as, has this little tank which is clipped onto the back. And then you have just enough space to make Buzz control the vehicle. Now, if I wanted to complain, I would say that I kind of wish there was a steering wheel, but I'm just glad they were able to fit this small, cute little vehicle into the back of Buzz's spaceship. And if you want to put it back into the ship, you don't even have to open the whole back up. You could just open up that one ramp, push it in, and then close the ramp like that. For some final details of the build, the top has some sloped bricks, and the bottom has these bumper pieces so that it could go smoothly if you want to push it around. And in general, the ship itself is very swooshable, so I appreciate that. But that's it for the build. Let's take a look at the packaging and the final verdict. So the box of the set, I guess, would be equivalent to like a $40 box size now, even though this was $30. And at the back, we do have some really cool shots. I always liked this shot in particular. I think that looks really neat. So here are the instructions, and if you look inside, there's some ads for the other sets, which we reviewed those two. Still got to do Woody's Roundup, and then we're done with the play sets for Toy Story, the first wave. But we also got to do these two, and I found out I'm missing these. That's fantastic. Might have to buy new ones and just review those. Guess there'll be an opportunity to get the white box versions, but oh well. So overall, this is one of the best Toy Story sets, I think, just for its design alone, because the build for the Starship is so solid. You have that design based off the box, but also used in Toy Story 2 and such, which has a lot of play features packed into it, with that rover at the back, which I really like, and a full opening, just back area. And I love when you could have actual ships and cars and vehicles that have standing room inside. My only complaints is that I don't like Zurg's little blaster. I think that's a pain in the butt to shoot from. Small other complaint was that the little rover doesn't have a steering wheel, but that's such a small little nitpick. I love this set. And that is it for the review of Buzz's Star Command ship. I just noticed for this initiative I should probably get a better shelf because I am already running out of spaces, and we only have done 3 of the first wave of sets. So maybe I'll expand to the bottom shelf, but that's it for now, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.